sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Fly up away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero.
afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. This is a pleasure to have you here live at Shaw's. A little countdown to green here for the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series, live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Good to see you all out there. If you were tuning in a little bit earlier, I was out there gaming for just a little bit, just trying to get myself all nice and calm and ready and get the voice and vocal cords warmed up for what is my favorite racetrack in all of NASCAR. It is Kansas Speedway here for the round of 16. Second race of the round of 16 for the Speedy Trophies Truck Series here for Chop Shop Racing. Qualifying underway, and we'll see how the drivers press on and press out. This is Season 5, Round 1 of the playoffs, race number 2. We're going to see Premier Racing Setups on board with us. Admin Box, Ball Status, B&B Music, of course, Speedy Trophies, and Stay Tuned Sports, who's going to give us our beautiful pole sitter award, which will be coming up here in just a moment. 134 laps tonight. Stage lap completion of lap 40. 4 sets of tires total. Because you're going to 3 tire changes on the wall. And a set of tires. They're going to start with no fast repair for the drivers, but 100% fuel. And it will be all about racing. 83 degrees Fahrenheit on the air temperature. 30% humidity, clear skies with a 4-mile-an-hour wind. The track is going to be cooler tonight, even though it says 85 degrees. That is, that's pretty cold for this racetrack, especially for a fall day. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. See if any of the drivers get freed up. Cooler track temperature sometimes means more grip, but also sometimes means that the tires have a tendency to step out. And we'll see how that'll fare out for everybody. Playoff action here tonight, and we appreciate the drivers being out there doing everything that they do. Here's your playoff look right now. Colby Hartung does have the points to carry him over into the next round. He does have that number 1 spot so far. Bigart did move up a spot last week with the win. And then this, just kind of looking at where drivers are when it comes to playoff points. Stryker up 3 spots. Crowder up 3 spots as well. Brandon Banks off a spot from last week. So is Eric Schaefer. Eric Schaefer didn't have the race he wanted, but he's going to have the race he needs tonight, and we'll see what these drivers can do. If the cutoff line if this were the cutoff race and we had already moved on to the round of 12, well, Fred Chase would be moving on. Brad Dove just outside of that 4 spots. The disadvantage there, spot behind there. I tell you what, the battle for the cutoff line has 5 really good drivers, 6 really good drivers kind of sitting and hovering around there. Connor Hazel, one of those drivers, sitting in that 11th spot, only a spot behind Michael Newbrow, but 8 points separate Connor Hazel and Fred Chase. So it's going to be interesting to see how the points change over the next week and what happens in this race. A massive look for this racetrack, and I know drivers are going to be looking forward to it. Let's get to your starting grid. Stay tuned. Sports pole sitter is going to be Brandon Banks for the Drinking Bros Racing Team. DBR's got the pole locked in tonight. Stay tuned. Sports giving us a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment. If you haven't checked them out on Apple iTunes, on YouTube, or Spotify, then you're missing out. They're just regular guys. Jimbo Castelline and the crew over there do a phenomenal job of just talking about everything that is sports. So go check them out. Stay tuned. Sports. On your favorite platform. Hartung's going to be your outside pole sitter. Michael Strickland, Eric Schaefer going to pick up row number 2. Anthony Crowder, Alex Thompson at row number 3. Joe Hudson, Jason Day, row number 4. Joseph Cossey and John Hamilton, row number 5. Joey Gentina's out there with Michael Peden, row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Jorge Rincon and Brad Dove. Newbrow is going to be out there with Levi Allen, row number 8. RB Turner, Fred Chase, row 9. Greg Whitehead, Connor Hazel, row 10. Larry Breger is going to be out there with Hayden Malcolm, row 11. Jerry Culver, Mr. Van Nest, and row 12. Row 13 is going to be Clint Hackett, Ron Hollyfield, and then Nathan Bigart, Brian Rayburn, row 14. Brad Harris, Robert Ham, Mike Bueller, Donna Williams, Christopher Toppings, all the way at the tail end of the field here tonight. 33 drivers in tonight's race. And what is some of the best racing you're going to see in NASCAR right here at this juncture. Clint Hackett is going to be our first Toys for Tots Drivers Cam tonight. Double view for you here. You're going to be able to look over his shoulder and be able to look at what he's got going on. That big old bug ready to rock and roll. We appreciate him putting up his driver cam. There's Alex Thompson. He is another one of the driver cams. A big smile on his face, ready to rock and roll. Does have Let's say the Tata's paid scheme on. There's RB Turner. He should be live. It's usually what he does. And he's changed up his cam. We're going to get him situated with that one. Jason Day is going to be our final driver cam. Jason Day overlooking the Canadian. Ready to go as we look for it. Going to be part of our Toys for Tots series. You got to join our Discord and get registered for it. It's $10 per race. We have 4 races left before the new year. It's before Christmas Eve, sorry, and that's going to be where we're going to have some fun with that. RB Turner giving us a like out there. Thank you, Pat Sven, for being out there, of course, as well. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do. Make sure you join Chop Shop Racing. Check out the links in the description to find out where Chop Shop is headed next. Because I tell you what, their Xfinity series on Saturdays are getting ready to begin again. And if you have a 2,800 or under I rating, that's going to be... It's going to be a series that you're going to want to get into. And then, outside of that, enjoy it. Enjoy the race. We're going to have some fun. I think once your race controller, he's going to be in and out of our ears as need be. Again, stage completion of lap 40 as drivers get ready to go. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of entertaining factors. It's going to be everything you could ask for when it comes to racing. Speedy Trophies playoffs. Race 2, the round of 16. They're ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's go green flag racing here for 134 laps. Joey Gina working. Apologize about some of the blank vehicles for a moment there. Had to make sure all the paints were loaded incorrectly on the main PC. On the other PC, on the streaming PC, where we have the second session rolling. That's what we see. Brandon Banks out front. Quick toe for the 14. 88 in tow as well. Anthony Crownover just behind. Sees the 19 of Joseph Causey up 4 early. Jason Day needing good points in this race. Needs to find his way to find a way to make sure that he is in position to finish the race. It's last week, and just kind of one of those races that he didn't need. John Hammond just behind. Hammond up a couple of spots early here. Schaefer, fastest lap of the race, just ran a 30.69 as the tires start to get warmed up. Everybody holding on for dear life. Rincon up 4 as they roll. Joe Hudson off 3 from the start of the race. Levi Allen just behind. We've seen Alex Thompson. He dropped 6 early. Needs to roll this racetrack a little more aggressively. He needs points as well. So finding some stage points here is going to be huge for him. Fits in the final paying position, but needs to move forward. Fred Chase there to the inside of Michael Peden. 42 to the 94, side by side, just behind. Picture presented by, well, nobody. If we that's kind of the way I'm gonna put it. I just keep that in mind. We love. I love being able to say that we have sponsors, but right now we're in the lull of the holiday season where we're booking sponsorships for the next year. So if you want to be a part of that, contact me on all our social media platforms. You can also find me at Discord if you want to help sponsor Signature Esports continue to move forward. 14 clears the 88, passed with the lead just a moment ago. As Kobe Hartung made the pass on lap 7. Got down to the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Able to just rotate the truck down to the bottom side. Left side tires on the white side of the line. All the way out to the wall. And pushing forward as we go back to it. So Hartung leads over Michael Strickland. Brandon Banks backing off the corner here a little bit. Getting kind of railroaded just a touch. Might have to go to tire save mode. 32 laps to go to the stage as the 19 and the 15 go side by side. Right over. For the Pro Rev Esports, runs my logo, runs the Batman logo on top of it. Love to see it. Cossie in the 15 just ahead. Hartung, 43-28 on the I rating, 40-82 for Michael Strickland, 39-88 for Anthony Crownover. Cossie up to 52-32 as he has continued to impress. Dressed to impress, folks, as this becomes the racing factor. This track likes a lot of drivers like to run this racetrack at the night in the nighttime, and I tell you what, it sets up for some good racing. Hudson inside the top 10, Rincon just behind, so these two try to move forward. 18 for Joe Hudson. Gonna be off 3, but trying to salvage. Cossie in the 15 side by side. Jason Day working that middle outside lane, 19 to the 15, side by side. 15 will run down to the back straightaway. This is a defensive line for any one of these drivers. The 5-2 trying to find a way to park it right there in the middle. 15 throttles back up on the outside lane. Cossie, 15 into the wall, 5-2 into the wall. John Hammond into the wall. John Hammond to right through the grass. Gets back up, try to cool the tires. Back down, Levi Allen. Almost right into the back bumper of John Hammond. Hammond able to hold on to it. What a save by both drivers. Some right rear damage now for the 5-5. As Alex Thompson goes back to 11th. John Hammond trying to avoid what was happening in front of him. Overcorrected and boom, right to the grass. And then Levi Allen went, holy cow, hold my beer. Watch what happened here with Levi Allen. Here's where is Levi? Levi is. I have to find the old 21. Give me just a moment. I think he is on pit road. He's got a black flag here. Right there. Oh, baby. Right here. So John Hammond having to avoid what happened ahead of him. Levi Allen coming around right here. John, a little free right there, comes back up, gets a little bit sideways, and Levi, left front, breaks the left front. And that truck is dang near destroyed. Yeah, that left front tire's down. That is the most inauspicious moment for any one of those drivers. He makes it to pit road. He's got to make sure things are good to go. 14 to the 88. John Hammond in 14th. Now has to work on the truck. Knows that he's going to have until lap 26 to be able to do so. Well, that changes a few things when it comes to how the playoff standings were going to be. Again, back to it, bottom right-hand side of your screen. You're going to see the playoffs. We're going to make them a little bit bigger. Playoff standings. Levi Allen, 7th to the point standings. At an 8-point deficit to Eric Schaefer. Was tied with Brad Harris. Joseph Cossie was 5 points behind him. Newbrow 10 points behind him. And right now, when it comes to where these drivers are at, stage points are going to be huge. 32nd is the running right now for Levi Allen. Trying to get the truck fixed. Clint Hackett on pit road as well. I think he is. He's working through something here. He's got a minute and a half. I don't know if he had toe or if something happened to him. Hartung, a tenth and a half the gap to Michael Strickland just behind Joseph Cossie. And that 19 trying to roll his way forward. Leaving a clip, Budgie. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody being out there watching this iRacing spectacular Tuesday night racing. Massive understatement for all the drivers. Joe Hudson. It's Fred Chase on the bottom side. Fred Chase trying to run Hudson tight here. Joe Hudson with a lot of respect for every driver that's out there. Fred Chase, same concept. He'll try to roll the bottom side. Alex Thompson back at 11th, trying to push some momentum forward. Jerry Culver's going to be up 10. Early running. Connor Hazel up 6. Big Art up 11. Nathan of the 01 starting to tail into the field of the Truck Series. Try to work on that race line. 23 laps to go to the stage. Again, you get about 48 to 52 laps on a fuel cycle, so that does find a whole lot of levity when it comes to how the racing is persisted. Riker trying to set up a run to the inside lane. 14. Rolling the wall here. Good last week. Good this week. Striker up on the nose of the 14. Just barely clear. Strickland does lead that lap. The 14 back to the bottom side. Again on the back straightaway. You can utilize that outside lane for a couple of laps, and then you kind of have to negate it. So we'll see what happens here. 14. Straighten up the truck, go to the wall. Brandon Banks, Anthony Crownover. Banks gets back around Mr. Crownover back to 6. Schaefer trying to track him down as well. Schaefer sees Fred Chase up 10 behind. Alex Thompson will try to work his way back forward. Needs to throw it into the corner. Joseph Cossey to Kobe Hartung. Hartung on the back straightaway. Cossey trying to set up the pass again. 4/10 of a second. The gap between the drivers. Half second now. Strickland with clean air. Tries to pull away from the two drivers. 14 to the 19. 14 still up on the outside lane. 19 will have to throw it into the corner just behind Causey. Edge case scenario. Both drivers not able to run the line they need to be able to stay up with Michael Strickland, but the 14 does carry some momentum there in 1 and 2. I think he figured something out. Drops to the bottom side of the racetrack. Causey gets a load of dirty air to the 14. Joe Hudson back a couple now. You start seeing Alex Thompson, 32.45, his last lap. Needs to step on it here. Right now the 14 trying to track back down Michael Strickland. Causey changing the lane up. High in 1 and 2. On second lane in 3 and 4. Trying to find clean air from both drivers. 14 changes the lane up. 19 with a run here. All the drivers drop below the apron. RB Turner up 4. Big Art up 12. Has found some pace. Trying to do what he does. Alex Thompson under pressure now from the 42. Thompson hits the wall there. Is going to have an issue. RB Turner working the outside lane. Drivers in the gold are your playoff drivers, folks. You're going to see everybody magically make things happen. 62 of the on the outside. Try to make the pass. The guard's going to be there. Thompson on corner exit. It's going to be close to the wall again. 62. There to the inside of the 16. 16 comes down a little bit there. I wonder if he still has his spotter on. Hopefully he does have a spotter on. Good work, getting bombarded. Alex Thompson needs stage points here. Hackett leaving lane. Finally able to get whatever was going on there taken care of. Michael Strickland out front, 15 laps to go to the stage this time by. 14 now in tow. Cossey there as well. Brandon Banks, Jason Day, your top 5. Cranover in 6th. Eric Schaefer sitting in 7th here. 32-22 his last time by. Hartung, fastest driver that last time by. Cossey trying to poke the nose there on the inside of the 14. Trying to find a little bit of clean air. Trying to find the lane in. 14, a little bit of the wall there. 19, trying to run him tight here. Little edge case scenario, trying to be there. Trying to pull the side draft on Hartung. They're trying to draw him back. But I think he's going to draw dead even into the corner, and the 14 is going to be able to have that throttle out. Cossey not setting up for a pass. He's setting up for a tight finish to be side by side on one of these straightaways, but he can't get there, and he keeps sliding the tires. And right now, Hartung trying to roll straightaways about. Hartung closing the distance back to Michael Strickland. These trucks have developed a draft cycle. As the 14 closes in on Michael Strickland, 88 will see 14 change the lane for clean air on corner exit. He's gonna get a run right here. We'll see what the 88 does if he stays high on the 14. That'll be exactly what happens. He gets into the wall a little bit there. Cossey side by side. 14 having to stay out of the wall. The dump, the dirty air on the 14. 14 gets to the wall. Stryker not trying to give up that lead anytime soon, but he's got drivers tracking him down with 11 laps to go to the stage. Jason Day up 3. Day rebounding, get a little free on corner exit. Brandon Banks rebounding, trying to get back to that pole spot. Saved a little bit of tire, now has a run on all of these drivers. It's now Joseph Cossey trying to change the race line as well. 14 going to have to deal with the truck here. He's free as all get out. No doubt hurt the right side of the truck there. To the 5, drop to the bottom side. Brandon Banks, faster of all the drivers ahead of him. Jason Day in tow as well. In touch with Joseph Cossey. Right now, Cossey trying to clear out for some stage points here. Alex Thompson, Joey Jettina down on the bottom side. Brad Dove in tow as well. Dove needs some points here. As you see Jettina clear Alex Thompson there. Cut-off line drivers, one of those being Connor Hazel and Fred Chase. Joey Jettina, Alex Thompson side by side. Thompson's got to change up the race line. Connor Hazel trying to do what he can. Stryker to Cossey, 9 laps to go to the stage. It'll be 8 at the line. Brandon Banks to the back bumper of the 14. Red Chase has caught Eric Schaefer. Schaefer 32-31. Schaefer rolling. Aiden Malcolm, John Hammond side by side racing back there. But John Hammond having to deal with that right side damage. Right now, Brian Rayburn still pushing into the corner as well. 3 wide. Back to 2. 5-8 down on the bottom. John Hammond's off 17 from the start of the race, and it has everything to do with that right rear. And that right rear is flared in like it is. It's tough. Cossey having to set up the corner. Needing to set up a run to get to the 88. It's going to take a lap or two, but Brandon Banks, he's charging back forward. Colby Hartung back to 4th. Jason Day, same concept. Banks saving a little bit of tire. Now running to the bottom side of the racetrack. 5 to the 19. All the way down to the bottom. 6 laps to go to the stage. Banks bottom side, 19 out, 5 with the tow. The outside lane does give a lot of precedent here. And if Cossey wants that lead and wants to try to control the race line and control the narrative right now, He's going to have to do so. 5 up and out on the exit. Brandon Banks looking strong as ever down to the bottom side. 19 into the wall. So is Hartung. Jason Day now closing in. Brandon Banks draws dead even down to the back straightaway. 5's going to be able to slide the corner here. 19's going to try to run him tight, though. Joseph Causey going door to door with the 5. 5's going to run him higher. 4 to go to the stage. Causey second lane, 5 on the bottom. 5 up and out, clears the 19. And now Brandon Banks trying to close in that half second. Just the saving of the tires. Trying to manage that gap. Is going to be able to throttle back up, back in his rhythm. As Causey goes back to third. Jason Day has cleared Hartung. Red Chase again. Eric Schaefer. That was a battle for just a moment there. Schaefer to 7th. And now able to close back in. Brandon Banks, your fastest driver inside the top 10. Big Art, even so. Still sees Joe Hudson trying to close in. Last of the playoff drivers inside that top 12. RB Turner looking for one of those playoff points. 5 trying to circumvent this one. 2 to go to the stage this time by Brandon Banks. Back to the back bumper to the 88. Went on save mode. Drops into the corner. It's going to be side by side. 88 has to run a little bit lower. We'll see if he'll be able to throttle up. 5 will draw dead even up to side draft the 88. That pulled Strickland back. 5 to the bottom. 88. No doubt it's going to see the 5 throttle back up. And Brandon Banks will take the white flag for the stage this time by. 88 looking for one more run here to try to get him. Try to get right back at it. 88. Drawing dead even. Causey looking for the 88's back bumper here. As the dirty air now on Strickland's nose. Brandon Banks, clean pass, clean saving. And down to the bottom side. Final time. Out of the corner. Brandon Banks is going to win stage. Is going to win the stage. Strickland's going to be second. Causey third. Hartung will finish 4th. Jason Day 5th. Crown over Eric Schaefer. Red Chase. Jorge Rincon. Nathan Bigart. RB Turner. Joe Hudson will be your top 12. Brandon Banks saving tires, doing the thing. Speedy Trophies, giving you your caution. Clean racing throughout, hard racing throughout. Try to keep up with the big runs that everybody's having. Driver off the most spots currently right now is going to be John Hammond up 19 or off 19, but he's going to be able to come get that truck worked on. Nathan Bigart up 17 inside that top 10. Race recap, first caution of the race. Stage has been done. 3 different lead changes. Brandon Banks, Michael Strickland, Colby Hartung. Brandon Banks has led only a handful of laps, 9 of them as it would be. Michael Strickland has led 20 laps, and Colby Hartung, the other driver who has led 13 laps. So that is the wherewithal with all the drivers, and they are going to come to pit road. We're going to take a hydrate break and be right back with you in just a moment as the first caution for the stage comes out. We'll see if the racing picks up from here. All right, back to it. Green as drivers go to work. Causey to the lead. Brent Banks in tow. Brent Banks back on the outside. Trying to make it happen here. Take it back to the iRacing screen. Had a moment and had to deal with there, folks. So I do apologize. A little extra longer than I needed to. Banks side by side. Causey. Banks still trying to find a way to get himself on save mode. Whoa, 14 out of the. Oh, Kyle, man, Hartung was gone for a moment there. Good boogaloo. Hello, Pop. How you doing? Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Hello to everybody out there. Live working. He's going to be back out front. Strickland on the same mode. 88 laps to go. 48 of 134 being completed. All the massive things. All right, Newbrow working. Brad Harris has Newbrow just on the outside. 18 spots gained for the 17. Brad Harris trying to work forward. Everybody came in, took tires and fuel on the pit stop here, so we'll see how drivers will shake out. Joey Chatina off two from the start of the race, still trying to work his magic to get himself back forward. Going to check on a couple of drivers. Alex Thompson, tail of the field. How about John Hammond, able to get that right rear worked on. So he's going to have to work his way forward. Van Ness just ahead as well. Thompson off 22 from the start of the race, needing to manage his way forward. Needing to have a good, gets into the wall a little bit there. Going to have Brad down to the inside. RB Turner. Sitting in 14th. Himself the last of the stage points, trying to manage, trying to do what he can. But Hackett was first driver off the lead laps, going to be about 12 laps down. Matt Allen on pit road has established what he can. But Hackett having issues earlier, something happened. And I don't know what it was, but he was able to get himself back rolling again. And doing it all he needs to do. Jason Day managing his gap right now, 7 spots off from where he started. And still trying to work. A good look into the corner. Has a lot of traffic ahead of him. He's going to have to be smart about where he moves or where he goes to. Gary Culver up 6. Toppings up 15. Mueller in the 100. Up 11 spots. Aiden Malcolm in the 5.8 just ahead of him. Donnell Williams up 10. Started 32nd. The 2 truck trying to move his way forward. A big let's go, RB. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate everybody being out there doing the thing. Maximum effort is what I see. About the pack racing we see right here. We've kind of spread out in the forward on that forward thought, the forward thinking here. Right now, Hartung trying to stay clear of Joseph Causey. These drivers running harder than Brandon Banks right now. Banks and Strickland able to let him go. Brown over in that 5 spot. They're looking to try to save a little bit here. We'll see how this will fare out for him. Schaefer to Michael Peden. The 01 on the outside, changing lanes in that direct traffic, in that direct look you see down to the back straightaway. 01 searching for the inside. 4 down to side draft the 01. Corner exit. 4 to the 01. Oh, they get into each other a little bit there. 4 to the 01. 4 into the 01 again. They shovel each other. And they're wrecking on the bottom side of the racetrack. RB Turner, Connor Hazel up the race line. Those two. I tell you what, Nathan Bigard, Eric Schaefer, what was going on there? Drivers were trying to avoid what was happening with them. And then all of a sudden, Drivers go backwards. RB Turner, one of those drivers on the bottom side of the racetrack, destroyed. Here's what happened. Yeah, he got, I tell you what, 42 of Michael Peden up there. Saw what was happening with those two drivers. Had the 11 of Joey Jettina down on the bottom. Joey Jettina went to the inside. Hey, Michael Peden turns down into Connor Hazel and RB Turner. And now RB Turner, with a destroyed race truck, trying to limp his way to pit road. That is unfortunate for both drivers. So Michael Newbrow getting around. Going to be up 6 inside the top 10. The 01 trying to track down Jettina. Joey's got a good run here. Looking strong. Hartung, Joseph Cossey, Brandon Banks, Michael Strickland, Anthony Crownover, Fred Chase. We'll see Joey back here in that 11 truck. The 6 of the 01. Working the corner 4 in tow. Eric Schaefer to the back bumper to the 6. Schaefer with a head of steam trying to push that truck forward. Good bump to the 6. A relative trying to close down. Bump draft from the 4 to the 6. 4 to the outside of Newbrow. They do not have fast repairs. Ford now trying to track down Nathan Bigart, Joey Jettina. But in his race, it was Fred Chase, Bigart. Trying to work away from Eric Schaefer here. Schaefer back on the drive. They have fast repairs on road courses and super speedways. They do not have it on any other tracks, so that's part of it. 2/10 of a second there for the race lead. Back to Schaefer and Bigart. Those two, I think, are not done racing each other. Newbrow 3/10 of a second back. Jorge Rincon to the 97. Maximum effort for both of those drivers. There's the 10. Spots gained by Hayden Malcolm. Newbrow looking ahead. 4 to the 01. Nobody better lay a finger on Newbrow's Butterfinger. Newbrow keeping it close. It makes for a long night. Yes, it does. There was 2 drivers involved in all that. RB Turner, when it comes to the point standings, sitting 15th in the point standings, was a point behind Alex Thompson. Needed to have a solid night and had stage points there. 4 to the bottom side. 01 trying to change lanes to get a run on the 11. Caution comes out. Robert Ham going backwards. Christopher. Oh, yeah. Robert got out of the gas there a little bit. Christopher throttle back up into the corner, gets into the back of the 5-6 and turns him around. Well, Hartung, your race leader. Lucky dog this time will be Clint Hackett again. He'll get one of those laps back. Unfortunate. Hey, it is unfortunate, sir. It is very much unfortunate. I hate it for you. I do. First caution of the race. Colby Hartung, your race leader. They have a couple of sets of tires to play with here. And no doubt a lot of the drivers are going to come in and take those tires. Lasted on pit road on lap 40 or 41/42. We'll see tires and fuel and everything for everybody. Joseph Cossey and Fred Chase are both going to stay out. Probably going to lose a lot of time here. And maybe hoping for another caution here in the next 10 or 15 laps. Then they'll be on a level playing field because of that extra set of tires. This race is red green for the consistency portion of this one. Joe Hudson will stay out as well. He came in on 43, topped off on fuel, so we'll see how that'll fare out. Big Orange coming out, fuel only for him. Tires for everybody else. Rincon, I believe, might be taking right sides. We'll see if any one of the drivers. We'll see what happened with Nathan here. I want to see if he took any tires at all, if it was just fuel. Looks like it was just fuel only. He gets in there and truck does not go up. So fuel only, trying to save some tires for the run here. Hartung. Get him a few drivers to be able to try to get around. He's the first driver with new tires. Stryker's going to line up behind him. Joseph Cossey will go lights off with the pace car. He'll lead some laps here. But at what detriment do you not come in and take tires? Bigard did not take tires. Rincon did not take tires. Joe Hudson will still need to pit. Joseph Cossey will still need to pit. Fred Chase will need to pit. Maybe they're hoping that in the next 20 or so laps, they're going to be able to come to pit road, split this sequence, because everybody's going to have to come to pit road still. I mean, we still have enough racing left that they'll have at least one green flag pit stop. It'll be good. Mr. Van Nesten, 26, getting some shout outs from RB. Love to see it. Proclaimed by Signature Esports to be the best member of ZZ Top. Even though he's not a part of ZZ Top, you know. (1994) 1801. Into the restart zone they go. 19 goes. 94, 18. 01's going to be trying to look. How about the 14 there on the inside? It's just going to be able to turn. Colby Hartung restarted fifth here. Be able to roll the bottom side. He's just going to be able to throttle up. 88's going to be in tow of the 01. Might be able to push this one to the inside. Going to protect the race line. The 01 trying to protect the bottom side. Just does not have the grip. And here comes Brandon Banks, 3 wide, middle of the race line. 94, seeing it. Jason Day going around on the bottom side of the racetrack. Got to get back up and running. As the difference on tires really showing up. Brandon Banks to clear the 01 on the bottom. Everybody's going to be able to run the outside lane. Hartung, Joseph Cossey. Cossey going to see, he's going to get swarmed here very soon. There's the 4 to the 11 of Jatina. Jatina on the outside. Here comes Newbra on the bottom. Newbra to the bottom. 01 up on the outside lane. Newbra is going to try to turn into the corner. 01 trying to turn down with him. 6 of the 01, 18. Joe Hudson is going to be put 3 wide here. Big 3 wide. Newbra turns into the corner. Newbra clears 4 to the bottom side. 18 down in front. 4 all the way there. Joe Hudson stuck in a rock and a hard spot here. The 4 trying to match. Here comes the 17. 42, the 13. Bigart is back to 10th. Cossey back to 7th. Newbrow making waves here. Eric Schaefer, Brad Harris, 20 spots gained for that driver. Gary Culver again came in on 11. Now these drivers are having to race their hearts out right now. Right back there, John Hammond, middle 3 wide for a moment. Joe Hudson trying to work. Breggers there as well. The 94 Fred Chase. We're seeing all the drivers did not take tires there. They're dropping back quick. Culver to 10th. Clears Michael Peden. Going to clear Joseph Causey as well. Brad Harris gets ahead, 42, with a run to the 13. Christopher Toppings in the 22 involved in that last caution. Putting himself in 12th right now at 21. Bigart back to 13th. Hayden Malcolm all the way to the bottom. Breger's going to be there as well. Right now, all you can do... Oh, Breger across the nose of the 5-5. Hammond's going to go around. Larry Breger turned himself across the nose, and now a chance with a few laps. See these drivers come back to pit road, those who did not have those tires. John Hammond had Larry come across his nose. Rayburn involved as well. The 0-1 of Mueller. Larry just wasn't clear. We'll take a look just a little further back here. 5-5 was on the inside. The 87 there. Bottom side of the race line. Yeah, Larry's coming down. Trying to follow the driver ahead of him. John Hammond getting more damage out of that truck. Not what he needed, not what he wanted to see. Glenn Hackett will get another one of his laps back. Get a few spots here. Robert Ham came to pit road, 2 minutes, 55 seconds of damage fixed. 6 laps difference between Ian, Clint Hackett, RB Turner still on pit road getting the truck fixed. Third caution of the race, second for incident. Artung, Brandon Banks, Cossey coming to pit road. Fred Chase coming to pit road. Big Art, John Hammond. Hammond now having to work on that truck once again. Rincon just behind him, so going to have new tires starting around Jason Day's progress here. Jason Day, I think, took right side onlys. And that's just ahead, so we're going to see quite a bit of influence. Now tires for Nathan Bigart, Fred Chase, Brad Dove coming in, taking fuel. Rincon with tires, Connor Hazel with tires, Brian Rayburn with tires, Cossey with tires, and a little bit of damage to fix as well. John Hammond getting more of the truck worked on. Took a hard hit on the wall there. Same concept. Mueller's going to be leaving pit road, but he's going to have significant right side damage. Ron Hollyfield coming off pit road. He was involved in that as well. John Hammond getting the truck worked on. Artung, we'll see it. John will go a lap down if he doesn't leave pit road here. Got to stay on the lead lap. So he'll leave ahead of the pace car here, I do believe, or try to. At least I thought he was going to. He will be a lap down. John Hammond a lap down, stays on the bottom side of the race line. Lights are going to be off on the pace car. I think he was trying to beat the pace car off there. And still with damage. A chance to be the lucky dog. Robert Ham is 5 laps down. Glenn Hackett, 10 laps down. He comes to pit road, so he's going to try to do anything he can. 14 to the 5, the 15 to the 88, the 6, the 11, the 17. New tire starting back in 20th. Sorry, 19th, Fred Chase. Bigart will be on the inside. Colby Hartung. He gets the launch. He goes. Green flag. SpeedyTrophies.com. Chop Shop 10. Save yourself 10% on your next trophy order. 5 closest the distance on the 14. Good run here. 15 on the outside of Michael Strickland. Gentina's going to be in that bottom lane. Good run here. 6 to the outside. Here comes the 4 of Eric Schaefer. Side by side with his teammate. Brad Harris just behind as well. Jerry Culver. Find a way. Brandon Banks. 14 all the way to the bottom to the grass to the inside of the 5. Hartung back to the lead. Banks led that lap down into the door. 5. Net code door push off there. 14, good turn to the corner, but here comes Crownover. Stryker looking for clean air on the bottom side of the race line. 14 back into the mix. And they all go to work, folks. I tell you what, the racing's still just picking up. And so all of the racing doth be happening. A Sunday screen battle for the lead and all the pack racing on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. That is a whole kind of good Lord momentum. Oh, baby. Love to see it. Little sounds of iRacing coming at you for the next couple of laps. Let's go at it. Whole lot of racing going on everywhere. 51 laps to go. Still a green flag pit stop for, well, pretty much everybody, unless you're trying to save some fuel, which I see maybe a driver or two trying to do here. Try to make it to the end. In on 73. That'll put 61 laps on the cycle. There is no caution. 61 laps is doable, but you have to save. Hartung, Brandon Banks, Anthony Crownover. There's a lot of saving that you're going to have to try to do here. Fred Chase, and out there's a late race caution. That'll change some things as well. Toppings, the back bumper, Donnell Williams, Fred Chase, and on 73, Connor Hazel in on 73 as well. He was able to travel forward. Joseph Causey up to 9th now behind the 17. Brad Harris giving a lane up. Causey trying to travel forward. Everybody putting on a good dang old show. So far, so good for everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the race. If you have done so, please make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes along with support what we do. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook or follow us on twitch.tv/Signature Esports. Look for Signature Esports everywhere. You can follow me on X at Real Sig Esports. Follow me on TikTok, Signature Esports over there as well. If you are following me on Peden, Michael Peden having an issue. That 42, no caution. iRacing throws the cautions. He was here to clean him up. He has to come to pit road. I don't know if he got a black flag or something happened there. Something happened with the truck. It's sideways. 42 having that issue. He's back up and running, though. Still on the lead lap. John Hammond trying to track him down. John Hammond going another lap down here. Just trying to manage the truck. 14 out front over Brandon Banks. Crownover's going to be in third. Strickland's in fourth. Newbrow's in fifth. Top 5 night for him. Cossey trying to close in, though. The battles everywhere. Hayden Malcolm up 8. Fred Chase, again, back up 5. Toppings rolling as well. Big Art, not on save mode anymore. Up 16 in 11th. Able to work through some drivers there. This is just the way the cycle's. 94. Oh, gets turned by the 22. 94 comes up. Caution comes out. Fred Chase across the nose. Rincon, nowhere to go. Right there, the 94 and the 22 just ahead. There's Toppings here. Second caution he's been involved in. 22 on the outside. 94, Fred Chase down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Trying to clear up. And Toppings is still in that second lane. Just wasn't clear. 5-8. Little blink there. Got to work on this with Fred Chase's point of view here. Exits. Yeah, 22. On a right rear hook there. Did not roll up with the driver. Man, that was a hard hit. I think Rayburn had to go for a ride in the grass there. Take a look. Boom. Right in front of him. Yeah, he said, no, I'm good. I'll slow down on the grass. We'll be good. We'll be fine. All right. Chance to make it to the end. Coming up. Chance for tires. How about John Hammond is 2 laps down. It's going to get one of those 2 laps back. Should be the natural lucky dog here. Be able to fix the truck and maybe hope for another one. Hayden Malcolm's going to stay out. Lead a lap. Last in on 64. Michael Peden coming to pit road. John Hammond gets one of those laps back. Keep your eye on the prize. So another level playing field moment. 5's going to lead pit road. The 19, was he speeding? Dear Lord, he was hauling butt down pit road there. Aiden Malcolm, your race leader. Brandon Banks, Joseph Cossey's going to be up 6. Does not take tires. New Broad coming out. A lot of drivers is taking fuel only. Tina as well. Rincon, Hartung. Maybe thinking that there's going to be another one. Thank you, Budgie. A little Budgie copter action for you. Not very often we get to see one of those anymore. We haven't seen a Budgie copter in a hot minute. I'm just saying. It did work, right? There's a chance to run green. Cronovers in 9th, Strikers in 10th. John Hammond able to leave pit road. Get some of the damage worked on. Aiden Malcolm up 21 is your race leader. Going to restart on the outside lane. Has Newbra there as well. All right. What's up, Musk? Giving a shout out to Joseph Cossey. He's got tires to worry about behind him. Nathan Bigart getting some damage worked on as well. We'll see how this one will fare out for every one of them. Jason Day trying to roll forward. Everything is going horse on me. 5-8, 5-6-19. They're going their green. Good restart on the outside. 5-8 of Hayden Malcolm sees the 6 there. 14 will look to the outside on Jettina. And there's the new tires of Colby Hartung. 6, 5-8 side by side. The 88 going to be there 3 wide. Pushing where he probably shouldn't. 4 wide there for a moment. The 88 almost turned across the nose of the 97. Aiden Malcolm may have led the lap, but now the 14 try to go 3 wide on the 88 and the 5-8 in the middle of the corner. Colby Hartung surges to the outside, 3 wide, and says, see you later. 41 laps to go, plenty of fuel. Now it's all about what can you do for the tires. Joseph Cossey to the front, Connor Hazel to second, Colby Hartung now into the mix. Hartung to the back bumper of the 27, all the way to the bottom side. Hartung trying to make this one last. 40 laps to go. Brad Dove off track. Bottom side. Comes up, 4 has to go around. Here's what happened. Oh, the 18. The 22 and the 18. The 22. There's the 25. All the way to the bottom side, 3 wide. There's the 18 of Joe Hudson on the outside. Toppings. All the way to the bottom. Comes up. Clips the 18. And Brad Dove goes for a ride. Has to get back up into the mix now. Hartung to the lead. Stryker trying to track him down. Crowd over to third. Connor Hazel dropping back. So is, here comes Brad Harris. Cossey to fourth. Connor Hazel there as well. Michael Newbra. Easy 18 and the 01 right there on his inside. Jason Day able to get around. New tires for Jason Day. I would assume Big Art took tires here. Joe Hudson trying to work as well. Newbrock going backwards. 18 to the inside of the 01. Christopher Toppings came in, fuel only for him. Some of the drivers trying to save what they have. Alex Thompson leaving a lap down right now. Trying to surge forward, has new tires. Thompson, first driver off the lead lap. John Hammond is going to be a lap and a half down, still dealing with the truck. Hartung, 37 laps to go. Michael Strickland to Anthony Crownover is going to be your top 3. Joseph Cossey in 4th. Brad Harrison, fifth at 24. Brad Harris surging, trying to get to the 19. Connor Hazel still holding on to his sixth spot here. But Jason Day's in tow. We see a lot of the drivers that have new tires. They're trying to work back forward. Nathan Bigart to the outside of the 11. 01 just enough there. As the 11 drops into the corner, Newbron. Positive 3 spots gain. Here comes Mr. Van Nest. Rob Van Nest up 11 spots, turning the inside. He's in 13th as the 97 of Rincon to his outside. Rob Van Nest looking for one heck of a night. John Hammond coming to pit lane. Hartung out front, 4/10 of a second over Michael Strickland. Crownover is going to be in third. Brad Harrison fourth. Cossey still holding on to fifth. But here comes Jason Day. Cossey 31.77 on his last lap, half second slower than the drivers ahead of him. Connor Hazel will see Joe Hudson turn to the inside. 18 to the 27, so the 18 of Joe Hudson working back forward. Jason Day back onto the inside of the 19. 19 trying to break the corner. Oh, caution comes out. Again. Oh, toppings on Donnell Williams. They went, oh man, this is a bad 3-wide situation. There's the 25 to the 2. 25 pushes the 2, 3 wide, and the 22 comes down off the wall and right rear hooks Donnell Williams. Colby Hartung, your race leader, all of that momentum they just had. Well, I think that's all going to get flipped on its head here. 10 lap difference on tires. Colby Hartung. A lot of the field right now that might come to pit road to put that final set on. An opportunity. 3 cautions that the 22's been involved in. That's a bad situation. 19 coming to pit road. Connor Hazel, Brandon Banks, Joey Jattina, Ron Hollyfield, Aiden Malcolm, Michael Peden, Brad Dove coming in. He's got to get that truck worked on. Rayburn, Toppings, Culver, Mueller, Alex Thompson will be your lucky dog. Schaefer coming in as well. So a lot of drivers getting some things taken care of. Donnell Williams was that damage right there. Unfortunate. Right rear damage, right front damage. Man, oh man. 13 drivers stand out. Michael Newbra stand out, saving a set of tires. So it's the 97 or the 90, the 97 of Jorge Rincon. I wonder if he took 3 sets of tires. Van Ness doing great. He's in 8th. Let's see if they can do it again. Hartung, Strickland, Crownover, Brad Harris. 10 lap difference on tires. What can happen here? Ethan Bigart will restart 7th. He came out on 90. He is holding on to what he has. He was saving a little bit there. Great drive for Robert. You know what? This plays out in his favor if it stays green. Going to restart at 9. 10 lap fresher tires. Aggressive drivers ready to go. RB Turner almost has a brand new truck. Needs about 30 laps He can get out there. He can gain a spot. Dang it. Back Clint Hackett, 10 laps down. He's been out there since the word go or whatever happened to him. Nothing wrong with it, folks. Nothing wrong with it. 14, 88, 15, 17, 5, 2, 18. The 01's going to be up on Jason Day's back bumper. They're ready. New tires, back in 12th. Let's go. We're green. The 11, the 5 to the outside. A run for new tires. Everybody drops at the corner. 5 is going to be side by side. 3 wide with a 7. Backs out of the corner. Kossi parks into the middle lane. Van Ness being swarmed. Van Ness trying to hold on. Double zero there as well. So the new tires starting to work their way back forward. Hartung, Anthony Crownover, side by side for the lead. Crownover down onto the bottom. 5-2 of Jason Day working his butt off to get himself there as well. Crownover at Kansas leads with 28 laps to go. Brandon Banks trying to outpace Nathan Bigart and Joseph Kossi. Kossi trying to send it here as Joe Hudson back on the inside. You didn't think 10-lap fresher tires were going to be a factor. Well, you're starting to see it out of some of the drivers. Half second the difference for the pit cycle here. Not pit cycle, for the race cycle. Connor Hazel, the 27. Him at a 102. He took tires. Nathan Bigart just behind. Bigart dropping back. Solid performance today. Connor Hazel to the inside. Kossi trying to get to the back bumper of Michael Strickland. Trying to work the outside lane. As a 5 should be able to drive the inside. He's going to run him tight. 19. Down bottom, 3 wide. Kossi not leaving much room. Runs the 5 tight. 14 on the outside. Kossi down on the 5, door to door with him. Got to be careful with these drivers. Got a lot of talent for him. Oh no, Kossi, Brandon Banks side by side. Jason Day up into the wall. Eric Schaefer to the bottom side. Joe Hudson had a blink there. I don't know what happened. 5-2. Toppings to the 01, 25 on the inside. Here comes the 16 as well. Crownover still your race leader. Brandon Banks on the inside. Kossi trying to roll. Banks trying to make sure he pushes. Going to be there the inside. 15. 19 turns the 5 and the 15. Tried to get a run to the wrong spot. Trying to hold the lane. 15 there. $19 looking for that middle hole. The 15 or the 5 comes up just a little bit there and across the nose of the 19. Brandon Banks now with some damage. And I tell you what, Crownover doing what he can there. Kossi trying to win the race, trying to do what he can here. Again, from Brandon Banks' point of view, back up here just a little bit. Boom, boom, and then up. Up and down. Let's take a look and just kind of look at it from this overhead perspective here. We go quarter speed. 15 is going to be up. The 19 is going to look for the hole. The 5 has to exit here. Exit second lane. Causey is coming down to run that middle lane to try to have a run with the 5. And the 5 was coming up to exit the corner. And just a bad set of circumstances and some aggressive racing. Too much damage. I hate it for you. I hate it for you. Dang it, RB. Again, playoff points. Kobe Hartung still leads the playoff points. Nathan Bigard second in those standings. Stryker third in those standings. Right over Banks. Banks not needing to take a big hit. Does have a 36-point buffer to Colby Hartung, but his point deficit to Fred Chase was only about, how do I look at this? Trying to do the math here. 38 points, 48 points. So stage presence was good. Good stage points, good stage win for Brandon Banks. But when it comes to what has to happen here, Brandon Banks, a minute 5 of damage fixed. Got a big parachute in the back end of that truck. Right rear of the spoiler down as well a little bit. Jason Day out of the race. Robert Ham. Clint Hackett back out there. Ham gets one of his laps back. Clint Hackett to the tail end of the field here as they come around. Clint Hackett picking up a couple spots here. 6th caution of the race. 5 for incident. Joseph Causey. Eric Schaefer on the inside. Hartung. Strickland on the outside. Eric Schaefer. Connor Hazel, new tires on the inside, old tires on the outside. That's kind of how it's shaken up. Jerry Culver up into the mix, so is Brad Dove. 19 to the 14. 4 is there. Restart for the 19. They go. They're green. $19 to the 4. Paper in tow. Being mindful of the race line. Here they go. 14 on the outside. Only 10 lap difference on tires. Things are going to start leveling out. But have they leveled out enough? Connor Hazel to third. 4 trying to back up the corner. 19 up on the outside. High line. It's going to drive into the corner. 27 on the back bumper to the 4. 1488 side by side. Brad Harris up 23. Michael Peden on the inside. Peden up quite a few spots. Drivers going backwards. Whitehead caution comes out. Mr. Van Nest able to avoid that one. '97 Ray Rincon and the 00 here. That's just a bad situation again. Tire difference. 97 on the outside. Greg Whitehead on the outside, on the inside. No, the 5.8 comes up, pushes the 01, the 00 up. That sends the 00 around. Not as much damage as you would think. Could be all right. Robert Ham will get one of those, another one of those laps back. He'll be your lucky dog again. It is the bed you made and the bed you lay. 111 tires for Nathan Bigart. He's going to be trying to carve through the field. 7th caution of the race. We're going to have 18 laps to go. A lot of drivers getting some things worked on. Drivers making sure that they are hitting their marks. Drivers who saved tires to make this happen. Rincon did nothing wrong there. Made Malcolm on the corner exit. Had a situation. Thinking for the share out there, RB. It didn't show up on Facebook, but it showed up on my alerts over there. So thank you for the share earlier. You're going to have to get some. You're standing on your gas pedal trying to help Mr. Van Nest. I understand. You know what? He's up 4. He's in 20th. Brent, thank you for the like. He's in 4th. But you never know. And I tell you what, he was able to hold on to it. He's got a chance. He has Alex Thompson just ahead of him. Van Nest needing all the support he can get. 19 to the 4. 27 of Connor Hazel's there as well. A chance for Connor Hazel to garner some points in this one. Penguin seeing 7 cautions tonight and has been quiet. He's got a little scratch in his throat just the same, so okay. Kansas showed up tonight, folks. It's some great racing. Some of the best racing you're going to see on iRacing. Top Shop Racing Truck Series in their 5th season. Penguin's very tired, he says. I win on that regard, sir.
Yeah, you do. I'm not even going to argue that.
Oh, good boogly woogly. Folks, I tried out a new game last night on Steam. I'm gonna tell you what it is here in just a moment. And you want to talk about the most monotonous, arcade-ish, weird game that has 99% overwhelmingly positive reviews. What is it called? Hold on. I gotta look at it.
Called Hold On?
Yeah, it's called Hold On.
Hold on for one more day.
Hold on, we're going green. Called Hollow Cure. Green, green, green. We're back at it again. Eric Schaefer to the outside of the 19. Door-to-door side draft special. Outside of these trucks. Massive. Don't look now. Connor Hazel might look to the inside. He is 4 to the outside. Trying to charge. Down to the side draft again. 4 to the 19. 19 trying to push up out of the corner. Schaefer on the straightaway. Connor Hazel there. Door to door, up out of the corner, Schaefer to the lead as they roll. 19 to the 27, 19 backing into the door of the 4, 27 up to try to pull the draft. Schaefer, Cossey side by side. Connor Hazel trying to roll. Brad Dove up inside the top 5 again. Schaefer on the drive off, back to the outside lane again. Schaefer down to the door of the 19. Schaefer back second lane, 19. Door to door. On the straightaway. Side by side racing. 22 of toppings. Inside of the race line down on the bottom. Right down fastest lap of the race, a 30-50. Schaefer right back on the back bumper of the 19. Schaefer will push him where he needs to go. Frees him up, sets up the corner, trying to make the pass down to the bottom side. Schaefer back on the outside. Joseph Cossey trying to protect the lane. Schaefer back underneath. Tires on the white line, bounces the corner. Up to the outside. Cossey trying to protect. 12 laps to go. Brad Dove in tow. Nathan Bigard, fresh as tires, up inside the top 6 of 21 spots, trying to work to the outside of the 42. Colby Hartung trying to match the race pace, and right now Schaefer trying to keep the back bumper to the 19 in check. Newbrow came in on 111 as well. Jettina there as well. A lot of drivers pushing for the top 10. Newbrow has an opportunity. Rayburn up on the outside. 3 wide just in front of him. Back to 2x2. Enter the corner. Schaefer right back to the back bumper, trying to free up the 19 down to the bottom side. 19 is going to try to run into the corner. Watch the drive in. 4 is going to run higher. Drives in, tries to run that middle lane out for the 19. 4, 19 on the wall. 27 in the draft, trying to give a big shove to the 4. 4 trying to utilize the racetrack. Has the inside lane. 27 in tow. Here comes Brad Dove again. 4 trying to crest out of the corner. Throttles up. 19 still there. Eric Schaefer trying to go. Joe Hudson, Michael Strickland back here. Here is Michael Newbrow there as well. Newbrow to the inside. Schaefer, clean air, trying to clean it out. Nathan Bigart, 9 laps to go behind the 25. Here comes those tires again. Connor Hazel back on the inside of the 19. Schaefer trying to hold on. The more they battle, the closer that Nathan Bigart gets. He saved his set. He saved the run. 19 back to the inside. They're going to have to try to hold off 9-lap fresher tires at a really fast 01. 25 trying to side draft the 01. Did not make that work. All the way to the bottom. Bigart rolling. Toppings coming to pit lane. 01 second lane. Trying to close in. 8 laps to go. Schaefer. Cossey side by side again. Schaefer back onto the inside. Connor Hazel just trying to find a spot. The 4 door to door with a 19. Runs higher here. Trying to force the 19 up a lane. And they'll be neck and neck at the line. Schaefer leads by 5/1000th of a second. 19 trying to run him down. They try to hold on. The 19 slides up the race line, trying to develop a run on corner exit. It's going to try to get there. 4's going to try to keep the 19 on the outside. 19 into the corner. Off the door of the 4. And here comes Connor Hazel with an opportunity. 4 up. 27 sees clean air. And then the 19's rear bumper. Top 3 within a blanket. Here comes Bigart. Here comes Michael Newbrow as well. Michael Peden, both drivers rolling. Newbrow in tow. Joey Jettina in tow. These drivers trying to get to that top 5, 6 laps to go. Schaefer to Joseph Cossey on the 27, trying to find a spot here to park the truck. Nathan Bigart has closed in the gap. 5 laps to go. Eric Schaefer. Oh, Cossey turns the 4. Hard racing got aggressive. Net code is what did it. Eric Schaefer, the 19, gets a run here. Goes to throw it into the bottom. Oh, man, they would have hit anyway. Showed net code on my side, but I think they would have hit anyway. Eric Schaefer having a great race with Joseph Cossey. Second incident there. Now Nathan Bigart with an opportunity. Brad Dove, Michael Newbrow inside the top 5. Do the 9-lap fresher tires. Stand on it. Racing throughout, Brian Rayburn up 18 spots inside the top 10. Stryker holding on to an 11th spot. Jerry Culver up 11. Drivers working their way back forward. Alex Thompson started 6th, still looking for that top 10. Rincon has been able to work back through the mix. Does have some tires. Cossey coming to pit road. If he has an extra set, if he has anything on the truck, maybe a little right front damage, we'll see about that as well. Greg Whitehead, Eric Schaefer, Donnell Williams. What a race that was happening there. No fault. They raced each other door to door, and then all of a sudden they have net code. I still think they would have touched, but they've been touching each other with a paper thin margin since they last came to pit road on since a lot of drivers came in on a 111. Paper trying to get the truck looked at. Joseph Cossey in as well. Greg Whitehead on pit road. Donnell Williams still getting the truck fixed as well. Robert Ham gets the lucky dog. He gets another one of those laps back. Will be, I believe, 2 laps down. Connor Hazel working through the field. Oh, I tell you what, it was good racing. It was aggressive racing. They were leaning on each other. All these drivers leaning on each other all night. And all of a sudden, bam.
Thank you, Budgie, for the tier 1 gift sub to
Hey,
Brandon.
thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We got to get our we got to get ourselves back up into those other. We got to give ourselves sub goals or something. We have donation goals and stuff like that, but we got to give ourselves sub goals too. Excuse me. What are we? Oh, we're $101 away from the IRL stream. Yep. All right, 27 of the 01, the 25. New Braun, Ford, Jetina in 5th. Green flag, we're green, 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 green. Oh, 25 up into the 01, 27, 18, the 6, the 16. Big one happening right here at a turn 1. Good Lord. That was a restart that shook. 9th caution of the race, 8th for incident. That all started on the restart there. I think Brad Dowd was trying to push the 27. It is on the 27 to go. Came up and got into the 01, and that turned the 01. Big Art backwards now. The 6 gets rear-ended and flipped upside down. 16 involved. Oh, Connor Hazel still your race leader. First attempt at a green-white checkered. Did someone say sub goals? Yes. We have sub goals. We have monetary goals, Pop. I don't know what we'll have to come up. You know what, Pop? You're going to have to help me design a sub goal list. Right now, we have 58 subscribers on Twitch. The highest I've ever had was 208. And that had a lot to do with Penguin. He helped me hit my first 100 subs. Having 100 subs at one time. Those are things. Yeah, sub goals are good. All that stuff is good. What a race it's been. It's been a race. It's been carnage. It's been, I don't know, it's been everything. We've had great racing. Now we've had a big wreck. We have Schaefer on pit road, Newbross on pit road, Greg Whitehead, Big Arts on pit road, Donnell Williams, Joe Hudson, Ron Hollyfield. Hollyfield coming off pit road right now. So Connor Hazel, Joey Jatina, Michael Peden, Brad Dove still up in the mix as well. Kobe Hartung sitting at fifth. I'm very shocked, and I don't know if Brad even accepted that one. The claim system's still on, right? We can do that, yeah. Set up sub goals. Ugh. I do want to find a different timer for the Megathon. The one that looks better. How about Rayburn? Keep your eye on the
Thank
74.
you, Budgie, for the tier 1 gift sub to Trucking Crazy Outlaw.
Thank you for the gift sub to Dove there. Appreciate you, dear. Thank you. You don't have to give subs. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. You don't have to right now, okay? Well, I'll make it happen. It'll be a ton of fun. All right, green-white checkered attempt number 1 coming up. That would have set up for a natural green-white checkered attempt. Connor Hazel, Joey Jatina, Michael Peden, an opportunity here. Brad Dowd with an opportunity. Colby Hartung still on the oldest tires out there, still inside the top 5. So is Michael Strickland. He's right there behind him. Connor Hazel controls the restart here. He goes, he's green. 14 gives a big bump to the 42, and the 11 now into the 42. Same thing happened again. Holy cow. Connor Hazel, still your race leader. 14 gets into the back bumper on that restart of the 42. Man, oh man, let's get back to this one. Connor goes. Michael Peden ahead of Hartung. It gets the green, and Joey and Peden collect each other there. And that was unique. That was unique. Joey right there on the outside lane. Let's go back. On the restart, 27, clean restart. Joey, clean restart as well. But yeah, 42 comes up. And then it's turned around. And then Brandon Banks gets involved in that. Like everybody got. Watch. Yeah, right there. Boom. Jerry Culver, Brandon Banks, Mike Mueller, Hayden Malcolm, Anthony Crownover. There's a 17 there as well. Big Art having to stop here. Trying to avoid everybody. Robert Ham. I'm sorry, Mike Mueller is a lap down now. I think he just got the lucky dog. Donnell Williams back to pit road. Greg Whitehead on pit road as well. But that wasn't Brandon Banks involved. That was Donnell Williams that was involved. I thought it was Brandon Banks. They're running similar paint schemes. Or I say similar paint schemes. They have pretty blue paint schemes, and I can't tell them apart. Because I'm just blind right now. Thank you, Budgie Copter. Yeah, it does work. All right, yeah. Okay, so technically this is the third attempt at a green white checker. Did they already go through one of them? They did. They must have because it says 3 of 3. So, yeah. Rob Van Ness still out there trying to keep himself clean. Will be lights off on the pace truck or pace car this time by. It'll be the 27, the 14, the 25, the 88. Rincon with an opportunity. Rayburn with an opportunity. Connor Hazel just needs to try to make this his biggest restart yet. Needs to go early in the race line. Brad Dove, same cycle. Hartung, Strickland, Rayburn. Connor Hazel trying to hold him off. Newest tires in the field, back in 6th. Then we go back to Causey, who's in 10th now. Give it a 131, got some damage fixed. Pace car's in. 14 to the back bumper to the 27. 25 on the outside. Connor goes at green. 14 to the 27. 88. Oh, caution.
That's it.
Connor Hazel wins. Kobe Hartung second. Brad Dove will finish third. Connor Hazel picks up the victory. Ron Holyfield, Rob Van Ness having an issue on the start. Somebody got free. Who, how, and why? It's stacked up on the inside. The 15 had to check up, went to the high side. Brad Harris got turned around. That was just a bad accordion effect that went through the field. Well, Connor Hazel gets the win. Have to meet up with the pace car. Kobe Hartung, Brad Dove, your top 3. So Hartung rebounds his night. May not get the win. Don't pass the pace car. 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 Good Lord, don't pass the pace car. I've lost a race that way. Hartung was second. And they'll do it. We finish under caution at Kansas with 11 cautions, 10 for incident. And Connor Hazel is going to win it here. Hartung second, Brad Dove third. Strickland will finish 4th. Rincon will be inside the top 5. How about Rayburn in 6th? Thompson, Causey, Breger, Schaefer, your top 10, it looks like. We'll take a look after everybody crosses the line. As Connor Hazel gets all the love, gets all the support, gets all the things he deserves. Everybody comes up giving the love to Connor. Connor deserves it. He held on. He did a great job of keeping himself clean for the restarts. Ran a great race with Causey and Schaefer. Had the right strategy, had the right call. And Connor wins at Kansas. The second race of the round of 16. I am going to be kind of beside myself here when it comes to what the points going to do next week. There's a lot. Connor's going to burn it down for you, folks. He deserves it. He's the winner. Here's your race results. As the 27 will celebrate Connor Hazel, Colby Hartung, Brad Dove, your top 3, Strickland, Jorge Rincon, your top 5, Ryan Rayburn, Alex Thompson, Joseph Causey, Larry Breger, Eric Schaefer, your top 10. Brett Banks will finish in 11th. Aiden Malcolm, Jerry Culver, Nathan Bighart, Michael Peden will be your top 15. Greg Whitehead, Brad Harris, Rob Van Nest, and Mike Mueller, last drivers in the lead lap. Mr. Van Nest was running inside the top 10. And if it ran green the entirety, he'd have finished pretty close to there, I would say. Anthony Crownover does finish a lap down after all the chaos there at the end of that race. Ron Hollyfield, Michael Newbrow, Donna Williams, Joey Jatina, all the way through 24th. Robert Ham, Joe Hudson, Clint Hackett, Christopher Toppings, Jason Day, John Hammond, and then Fred Chase, RB Turner, Levi Allen out early in that first one. Out early before, and all crazy. How about a recap of the race? 20 lead changes for this race, 20 different leaders on this one. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 11 cautions for 30 laps in the 134 lap race. We ran 143 laps in total, and Connor Hazel does win. And what a day, what a race. Insanity, folks. Insanity. Good Lord. Here the Pygmies down in New Guinea. Amen. This Dr. Connor Hazel, who had himself a clean race and had a great battle up 19 spots. You run 20th. You come to pit road at 102. And then you were all about trying to, I mean, you had a good thing going with you following Schaefer and Joseph whenever they were having their battles. Ultimately able to just get around the contact that was happening there and hold on to it, man. What a good race you had. Congratulations. How about that? You were looking at the end of the when I was looking at the points, you were kind of, I wouldn't say outside looking in, but you were close enough there that this really is going to make this was going to make a good day. Come in 11th, 9 points above the cutoff line. And 8 points above the cutoff line. And man, oh man, I tell you what, this is a good day for you.
Yeah, I needed this. I didn't see this one coming, especially here at Kansas. I'm typically not great here. I kind of got shuffled out, some contact mid-race. I don't know if you got it on broadcast. That somehow didn't cause a caution. So I got shuffled way to the back and just figured I'd try something different.
I understand it. Yeah, I did see it. We caught a lot of it. There was a lot of racing, a lot of good racing throughout this one. And probably a handful of too many cautions, but some good cautions. I thought we were only 2 of 3 of the green white checkers because I was doing my little tallies over here, and I was like, we should go back with 2 to go. But I was a lap off when it comes to my count, and so every green when you saw you had. I think it was the same level playing field on the outside, and he saw some of the drivers have just been fast and consistent throughout, being able to cool their tires off. That's kind of what cautions do. You're able to cool the tires off. You're able to get yourself at least one fast lap under that pressure. But I tell you what, Hartung giving you that bump on that restart there a little bit, or being there to be next to you, really set that up and solidified it. Even though your teammate was involved in that last caution, it was kind of a jumbly mess that kind of stacked the field up behind it. But there's a lot to unpack here, man. This was insane.
Yeah, the last caution, I wasn't even sure. There have been so many leagues and so many different rules. I wasn't sure if it was 3 or unlimited or what we did. So I was asking Anthony, is there another one, or did I just win this thing? And he was all mad about whatever happened on that last lap. But yeah, I showed Hartung kind of what I was doing on the restarts, the few restarts before that. So I knew he was going to get a good run. I just hope he bumped me and not tried to go 3 wide bottom or something like that. And I was just my launch. I was going to try and get a good launch and see what happens after that, pretty much. Because I know, looking at the tires, that a few of them had a little bit, like 10 laps better tires than me or so. So they were around there, but most of them got taken out by spinning tires or whatever happened with those melees before that. So
It was.
I can't believe I won it.
I'm well. You know what? I'm glad. I'm glad you won a deserving win. You raced everybody as clean as you could. I mean, and I think that's part of this track is it's so easy to be door to door with somebody. And
Yeah, and
go
I
ahead.
saw them racing real hard before that, like you said, and I was just kind of biding my time because I I know they're pretty clean, but it just looked like something was gonna happen. They doored a couple times, and I wasn't sure what was gonna happen, but I just wanted to keep a little bit of space, but also kind of stay in their draft. If they just bobbled off the corner, basically, I could be there to capitalize on it and try to run away or get out a little bit. But yeah, whenever he hit him into one, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I didn't think he was gonna claim it either. I figured he'd just stay on the front row and try to win it.
Well, I mean, some of it was net code, right, and from overhead, but it looks
Yeah,
like
and I didn't have a good look at it. I just knew I just saw him slide up the track and figured he got into him or something. But
but it does look like they were going to hit, right? You know, so it was like the net code is to be preemptive, but you know, I mean, it looks like they were going to hit. You know,
yeah, yeah, they're definitely a little bit rougher than I would have, I guess.
I mean, you know, but what's funny is that for like 10 laps side by side, they were door to door banging on each other and trying to run each other in
Yeah,
different lanes. And then all of a sudden, you know, one little bitty
yeah,
hiccup. iRacing screwed that one up. Okay. But I mean, but
yeah,
you got to benefit from it.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, they were going good right there, and then I could see it progressively get a little bit more and more. So I don't know.
When you're 5 laps to go, I mean, it's
Yeah,
Kansas, it's kind
gotta
of
do
go time.
whatever.
And I tell you what, Nathan was there too. Nathan was coming. Um,
Yeah, that's who I was mainly worried about, and then that first green white checkered, I guess, got him or something.
yeah, there's a lot. There's again a lot to unpack, but the racing was good. I love Kansas. I think it's a great racetrack. I think everybody did a great job. Um, and you know, like when I call races, I always have to be like, all right, this is. Like, I don't want people to think like calling anybody out. Like I just have to call you as a driver number, and I have to say this is what happened with this driver and that driver, and then I go back and I look at it a couple of different ways. Well, it kind of looks like this. It kind of looks like that. I always remember, folks, racing's racing, and you just little internet dots, wear thick skin and keep going because the racing you guys put on tonight was freaking phenomenal.
Yep, yeah, it was fun. I was iffy about it at first. I thought I set a blistering qualifying lap, and I look up and I'm 20th. So I was kind of scratching my head. I've always been kind of off here at Kansas for some reason. I feel like it's a track that would suit me, but for some reason I'm just off here. I don't know what, but I guess this is a plus.
Hey, yeah, I like it. I like it. You never know what's going to happen with racing, right? We saw that in the NASCAR Cup Series Championship. You never know what's going to happen. You can't count your chickens before they're, can't count your eggs. Can't count your eggs before they're hatched. Man, words are hard. Puns are terrible. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Good things. Good things. Anthony says good one.
Yup. He was looking good until that last little tire strategy thing that I took a chance on. I know he was beating himself up over it, but he was running good before that, for sure.
You know, the cautions just kind of started packing up and drivers got more aggressive. I mean, it just, when you get under 20 laps to go at this track, it kind of shows up. That's like seeing it. But Connor, congratulations, man. You get a big old fat win in the playoffs, and that's a stack of points you deserve and a stack of points you need, man. Give you shout outs. Love seeing it here at Kansas.
Shout out to you for the broadcast, Michael. Everybody puts this league on. Anthony at Pro Rev, Steven at Pro Rev. I mean, I think Anthony got a win this year in here, so we're just rocking and rolling. Hopefully we can both advance and just keep on going.
I'm looking to see what these points are going to do. It's going to be interesting. And considering everything that was going on tonight, and I don't know if there's if everybody claimed everything. I don't, there's a lot to look at. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, for sure.
it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane to watch. And insane. I look at the aftermath and I look at the points and kind of understand where things went. So, and then I always check on penalties and stuff like that, just kind of see how things go. But tonight the racing was aggressive, and I was watching people make moves, and I'm like, holy cow, let's go, let's do it, and it was good, man. The whole pro rep team should be proud of you. I'm proud of you. You did phenomenal, man. Keep kicking butt.
Thank you. I'm trying to keep this streak going.
I like it. Well, hey, you know what? It's just then you just get into the next round, and then the next round, and then the next round, and maybe get out there and compete for that championship. That'd be fun.
That's the goal. I did it 2 seasons ago, I think.
Yep, we could do it again. Connor, much love, brother. I appreciate you. We'll see you sometime this week or next week.
Yes, sir. See you next week.
That's Connor coming home in victory lane. The old 27. How about we talk to the man of the hour, Colby Hartung, finishes right where he started, led some laps. How about saving and cooling off those tires? You lead 56 of tonight's 143 laps that were ultimately ran. And how about that chaos at the end? Holy goodness gravy.
I don't even know how this one happened. I'm just kind of here, my crew chief needs to be fired for this one, first and foremost. That was a terrible call to come in. I don't know what I was thinking, but I guess it worked.
I mean, it did. It did for me. I got to watch Beating and Banging. I got to watch some good racing. But you didn't really fall outside the top 10 either. I mean, you kind of hovered there for a little bit, and then even through the racing, with some restarts, the tires were starting to get to the point of leveling. I mean, the difference on tires, 10-lap difference on tires was huge in the early going, but it seemed like, if you were able to just kind of manage yourself, you were able to, level off and pull yourself back into the mix when it came to being off cycle. And then when you're on cycle, good Lord, were you, Stryker, the 19, Schaefer, Banks, you guys were all just flat. And Nate was up there a couple of times, but yeah, I tell you what, there was a lot of hold on to your butt moments.
There was a lot of winning cars, and I don't think any of them got it. No offense to Hazel, but I think all the front of the field just imploded on each other, and people kept wrecking each other for the lead, and kept wrecking each other on the restarts, kept wrecking, and I was just sitting there avoiding and dodging and weaving, and I got here.
Yeah, a couple of the restart. The last one was a massive checkup that forced drivers to miss middle lane right before the restart of the race. It was you could watch the accordion effect come back, and then when drivers went, it was utter chaos. The one prior to that was just I don't know if somebody got free. It was just.
I know I gave a shot to Beaton there, but I don't think that was it.
No. You gave me a shot before he really went. You know what I mean? I think that was. I don't think that really had anything to do with it. But if it did, then that's just trying to get the inside lane moving from that third spot, and then it just kind of went all chaos from there and all haywire. And
I wish that final restart actually kept going, because I had a really, really good jump there, and the caution was right before the caution came out. I made a move to jump to the inside of Hazel right before turn 1, so I don't know how that would have worked out going through there. He had fresher tires, but I've been cooling mine down for the longest time, and I felt like I was competitive when we were able to make it to turn 1, but that didn't happen very much at the end of the race.
You and Stryker both. Stryker right there behind you. I mean, that was you guys putting on a good show. When Stryker cleared you early in the race, and I mean, he barely cleared you. He had a lot of trust. He had a lot of trust in you because man, it was
I
close.
wasn't too happy about it.
It was close.
He was about 2 inches away from being one with the wall. I will say that.
A lot of faith, but hey, you know, got to race each other tight, got to race each other clean, and sometimes you just got to trust the drivers around you. You guys did I mean, for the most part, for 100, I'm going to say 113 laps of this race, it was all about that, right? It was all about maximizing what you guys were doing. You guys did a really good job. I know that there was cautions, but like again, Kansas shows up.
Yeah, this race was kind of it was backwards compared to how this league usually we get all the cautions away with in the first stage and go green for a while. But it was backwards. I definitely prefer the normal way where it goes green till the end of the race because I love me some green flag runs and tire saving. That's where I think I shine the most, but we never got that, and that's what I was banking on with my strategy at going green because we were doing so good up to that point, and I was wrong. I was very wrong.
I mean, you ran green for the first 40 laps of the stage, and you know that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to call. I mean, the racing was fun. It was fun to call. There was a lot of things that happened, and cautions were spontaneous until the end. You know, I think that was one thing that I noticed, and things like that happen.
We just forgot we forgot how to restart there at the end.
Yeah. I mean, it happens though. I mean, it happens. We're all trying to win the race. When you see the number of green white checkered attempts, ticking down, then it's go time and things happen.
Yeah, there was a lot of people up there that usually aren't up there, so I mean, I will give them that trying to win.
Yeah.
And they just weren't ready for it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked the race. I thought I thought it was a good race. I got to call aggressive racing and made me a little bit aggressive too. So Colby, P2 tonight. You still lead the points going into next week. A cutoff race, brother. Give you shout outs. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the course of the next week.
Yeah. I think I locked myself in on points on this one. I'm not sure, but I'll just need to finish next week anyways. Or not even finish. I can start in park. I won't be doing that, but just finish. But yeah, shout out to you for putting on great broadcasts and making good calls, and John and Stryker for putting on the lead and giving us this platform. And good racing with the field. Till our little hiccups at the end, it was fun. Sorry to anyone I might have made mad with some of those aggressive moves I know I made on some of them restarts. I was driving a little crazy today. But yeah, that's about all I got. Congrats to Hazel on the win.
He deserved it. I'm just going to say he deserved it.
Long time coming.
He did everything right. Colby, we'll talk to you later, man. Congratulations once again, brother.
Yes, sir.
That's P2 tonight for Colby Hartung. Last but not least, Brad Dove coming on P3. And the Dove Love Machine saw everything go the right way and the wrong way and the right way again. Jeez, oh, Pete, man, the end of that race was insane. But way to charge, man. The tire strat that you had was right there with Connor. And traffic was a little difficult to get through, but once you were able to finally get there, I mean, a good run. We were able to watch it, man.
That's 2 weeks in a row I was running up front. It's kind of fun to be up front. Just tire strategy, Nate had better tires than me. He probably should have won. I apologize to him for having contact with him on that restart and whoever else was involved in that caution. It's probably going to come back on me in the polls, but it is what it is. I'm not really caring about points. I'm not looking at points, and I'm just looking at finishing position in my eyes right now.
I'm looking at points. I always look at the points because the points matter. You were outside the cutoff line coming in, and regardless of how it finishes. There's a lot of drivers that were up and around that you finished ahead of here, and so where you were one spot out of the cutoff line, there's a lot of spots to be able to kind of make up here, and a good points night. Even if you took a penalty, right? It's still a lot of good points that's going to keep you closer going into Richmond next week, where anything and everything can happen. Also, some good clean racing. I mean, there's a lot of things to kind of unwind and break up, because Kansas is a great racetrack, produces a lot of great racing in multiple different grooves. But then we go into a track where tire strategy is going to be a factor, and the surface of Richmond has gotten an update too.
The first three races of the playoffs are perfect. There's a lot of tire strategy in them. It's very fun. John's hit the track conditions perfect the way he's done it. Um, it's been fun playoffs. It's been a fun truck series. You know, I've had my ups and downs all season, and it's fun to be running up front. And even if it is on tire strategy, and be running around Striker, Colby, those guys, Nate. You know, again, Nate probably should have won this. I apologize to him, and we'll move on to next week, and it's another race next week, right?
Oh yeah, We're going to Richmond. Yeah, that's it'll be a cutoff race too. So that's going to be the big kit and caboodle, right? It being a cutoff race, it's go time. There's it's going to be some. It's going to have to be some thought, some practice in. That's what I think. That's what I'm going to be at. Because Richmond in the trucks can be a lot of fun, and the frat boys. No, the flat track specialists like it, and the drivers who like road courses like it too.
Well, I'm getting kind of used to this cut line stuff. Like I'm almost every league I'm in right now, I'm near the cut line, and it's kind of fun. You're an underdog and don't really worry about the points. You just go out there and have fun.
Well, I'd like to call you in a championship 4 race. I'm rooting for you. Hopefully the poll goes. Hopefully the polls go your way.
It won't be in this series. I already know starting the 23rd that I'm working nights, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I got UPS coming up, and it's gonna be better for me.
I get it. All good. All good. All right, brother. Well, a P3 tonight, regardless. Things kind of fell your way at the end too. So, a hiccup still can be a positive. And glad you were able to get out there and apologize and make amends and tell everybody, hey, it is my fault. It is my fault. But the racing was there.
I'm going to take every opportunity I have to talk to you. If I'm in the top 3, I'm going to make sure to take that opportunity to talk to you.
I like it. I thought tonight's race was amazing. I know that we had some cautions, and I know but the racing was aggressive, and it was everything that you want to see out of playoff racing. And for me, it was, it's my favorite track, but also it's my favorite league, my favorite vehicle at the perfect time to race. And, everything showed up tonight. Hard hitting action, everything that I say that Chop Shop is, it was. And tonight was everything that I thought it was. I mean, I called it like it was a boxing match. That's how much fun this race was.
That's what the series feels like. Some days you come out with black eyes. Sometimes you come out smelling like a rose.
Well, keep smelling like a rose, sir. Much love, brother. I appreciate you as always. This was a great race. Congrats on a P3. Good luck in the polls. And did you vote did you vote in New York today?
Heck no. I gotta get my shout outs real quick though.
I know. I had to ask because somebody sent me a message about one of the local elections here, and I was like, "Oh, New York's got some big elections going on right now." So that's why I was like, "Oh,
I'm
better
not even.
ask."
I'm not even worried about too much around here. It is what it is.
No worries, brother. All right, man. Give you a shout out. Let's get a P3 tonight.
Well, first I'd like to thank my dogs for being well behaved during the race. My internet for actually staying with me tonight. We almost lost connection on stage. Like to thank my old lady. Thank Nate, Striker, Jerry, everybody that helps me over at Chop Shop. You know, they're a great group of guys. The Amp Boys, that help me get better. Mark Muscarella team that I'm part of. They help me get better in every league I'm in. That the people you work with help you get better every time. And without Striker and John being great league owners, we want to have a great league to run in. Appreciate them, all the admins, you for doing what you do, my old lady for allowing me to do this when she's home and not home, and you know, uh, I think my company Dove Farm LLC. If you're looking for anything to be hauled, semi grain, flatbed, or anything, give us a call. Um, what else? Um, Speedy Trophies for sponsoring the league. Um, Chop Shop podcast, and I can't think of anybody else right now.
No worries. That's what I'm here for, right? It's my job to make sure I hit those dang old sponsors just the same, because I'm going to do it after you guys. I always do. As always, Brad,
Oh.
much love to you, man. Oh, go ahead.
By the way, we're coming back to sponsor Xfinity League. They haven't known it yet, but we are coming back to sponsor Victory Lane again.
There you go. I like it. Victory Lane is good, a good spot for the Dove Farm LLC. Because then I throw that logo up there and it stays there. Because I was confused. I was like, well, he said he was like in the pre-race, it says that you're the pole sitter sponsor. But I was like, no, we talked about this. He was supposed to be Victory Lane. What is going on? All that stuff. But
and make sure you come follow me on Twitch because I'm streaming too.
Yeah, crazy trucking crazy outlaw. You're gonna see him out there, but you can give him a shout out if you don't mind. Brother, I appreciate you as always. We'll see you soon. Go have some fun. This was a fun race.
Yes, it was. Thank you for what you do, and thank your old lady.
I will. She's upstairs. I'm gonna make sure that she gets to go back and watch this. I don't know if she was out there watching it or not. But yeah. All right, Brad. Much love, man.
Yep.
It's the Dove Love Machine. Brad Dove comes on P3. There's a lot to review, a lot to shake out. Hard charger tonight. Brian Rayburn up 22 spots from Hendersonville, Tennessee, finishes 6th. Driver off the most spots tonight. Jason Day off 21, and that was with that issue that happened. He ran 29th, and some hard cautions, some hard racing, and I got to call in the heat of the moment, which is a lot of fun. And sometimes I get things wrong. That's why I always go back and look at things when there's net code or when I think a driver comes up and a driver goes down. It's all perspective, right? You never know what the drivers are thinking, and you kind of watch the race line. You kind of watch what drivers are meant to be doing. And I tell you what, tonight there was a lot of leaning on each other. Stryker had a great defensive line. I think for the stage, Brandon was just trying to save everything he had to be able to have a run at the end. That's what he did. And everybody raced each other so hard they brought the tires off. So that was a great thing to watch too. Just watching tire wear happen over the course of the race, and then as always, the just kind of where everything gets presented. This was a fun race, and I've enjoyed calling Kansas this week. Chop Shop Truck Series, it literally is one of my favorite. It's been my Tuesday night regular, and they've been putting on some banger of races. So I look forward to Richmond next week, where we could see short track racing. We could see some cautions. We could see some clean racing. We could see a hard hitting racing just like we saw today. We could see drivers leaning on each other. But I tell you what, when it comes to getting stage points and try to keep yourself on the upside, looking at that next round, there's a lot of talent here to be able to do it. Connor is not somebody who just doesn't run. He's somebody that does run inside the top 5, the top 10. Alex, think you're like, and Mr. Van Ness, think you're like as well. There's a lot of drivers that are out there. I mean, look at Alex Thompson. Alex started 6th, finished 7th. That's pretty crazy. Those are points, big needed points for Alex Thompson. So it's awesome. You know what I mean? Larry, first top. Hey, you got his top 10 in here. That's awesome. I saw the comment just a moment ago. 12 spots gained. And remember, folks, anything can happen. It is racing. And that's what makes racing exciting. It makes it a ton of fun. Connor Hazel gets the win. Not one driver didn't have incident points tonight. So that means everybody was beating and banging and hit the wall and, just racing. Racing happens. Folks, we love you. We appreciate you as always. Be good, be safe, be kind of one of the most important factor of life. We're going to end the stream, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Megathon. And we'll restart that and get back to rolling and get things back up of the next. Kansas was it was a crazy night, but it was a lot of fun. So thank you to Chop Shop Racing, Speedy Trophies Truck Series, and of course PRS Setups, and then Admin Box, Ball Status, BB Music, everybody, all the people, all the things, all the awesome sauce that is awesome sauce, because you were all awesome sauces, right? And as always, we thank you for being out there. Tune in tomorrow and give yourself some love, folks. Be good, be safe. We'll see you soon. Budgie, I thank you. Thank you. Oh, everybody thank Budgie, too, because without Budgie, we wouldn't be as safe as we are. So much love. We'll see you soon. Oh, and thank Penguin.